Hey, what's going on there, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
This is SEL0320.
Show Johnson 030.
Aw, what was that? You sound like you stuffed up, bro. You good? Alright. Well, we're back for Jurassic World Week. So this starts off the very first review we're going to be doing for the Jurassic Park series. So we're going to go through 1, 2, and 3. And then we might have like a kind of like a small discussion about when we watch before we watch the movie on Thursday or Friday or whatever day we watch it. So tonight we were treated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to express what you're feeling about it? Coming out of
like express how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of looking at this, I can imagine
the movie. Yeah, man. I'm definitely psyched. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. Psyched about the new Jurassic World. The cast for the previews look great, so I'm excited to see where they're gonna take the series. I'm excited where they're gonna take it and the new developments of it. So, following the past trends, this is definitely a movie to get you excited. The thrill ride. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited too. I mean, having Chris Pratt is one thing, but then having Dwight Bryce Howard involved in it, like, I don't know, it seems like it might be really good. So I'm really excited about it. But the funny thing about it is, the first one we're reviewing from the collection series. We just looked at Jurassic Park, the first one, but in 3D. And so I guess what we'll talk about, we'll kind of dissect what we saw and then go and open up into the story. So as far as visually is concerned, for this to be a Blu-ray 3D and it's like up converted, because it wasn't made in 3D. It wasn't created 3D, it was up converted. I thought they did an amazing job. I thought that they capitalized on the practical effects mixed with the CG effects to make it seem like this could be one of the movies that are out right now. I think I need to go back and look at one of my old VHSs to see like how good the CG was, because I was looking at the CG, I was like, dang, this is on point. This is actually really well done for all the different dinosaurs. They take homage to the practical effects of using robotic dinosaurs and then blending the turns where they're kind of on chase, or those subtle moments, like they use real great CG. And this was one of the first movies that was the pioneer of actually doing great CG. And so as far as the Blu-ray version of this and the up-converted 3D version, I enjoyed my 3D. Like I hadn't seen a 3D movie in a while, even though I collect a lot of them. And this one was actually really well done. I was really surprised by how much detail was in, especially the immersion of the world. Like there were times where they were kind of like jumping back and jumping forward, and I thought that was really well done and really well paced on all the different moments. But I mean, the movie itself is a masterpiece visually anyway. Like it was made back in, what was it, 1994 or 1991? And so in and of itself, like they don't have anything to prove, but for me watching it and haven't seen it in years, I felt like I was looking at a brand new, authentically made movie. And not just that, there was continuous chase sequences, there was continuous feelings of danger and dread, and every person seemed like they kind of went to the table with it, and they sold their roles in the stunt work and even as like some of the practical stuff that was happening when they were just running. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, I thought the visual effects and oh my gosh, the sound. The sound makes these kind of movies. I mean, John Williams is a pioneer. If y'all don't know, Superman, Jaws, Star Wars, that's John Williams, and he scored the entire legacy of this one. Now, this was the first movie, I believe, that he took like a more, like, not like cheerful turn, but yeah, like this was like, it wasn't like a dreaded kind of movie. It was a really upbeat and with the mellow horns, and it was really done really well. But as far as visually and as far as the sound, what are you thinking about it?
I agree. It was very good. As far as those qualifications, I mean the Jurassic Park theme song, is iconic. It's a staple with the movie itself. Like you hear that music and you automatically think Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I agree. What about the visual effects? Like post conversion.
I mean,
from looking at it from a Blu-ray perspective, because I hadn't seen this in years. And I remember it didn't look nothing like that.
I mean, one thing I appreciate is like the practical effects, using robotics. That's one of the things that's kind of being phased out. But I think it's that has a nice look. To like being used to CG, like everything, you know.
Yeah, I agree. So as far as the rating, 1 to 10.
10 definitely.
Yeah,
definitely give it a 10.
And I mean, that's not just like the Blu-ray version. I mean, before they even did that, I mean, this was a solid movie, especially for its time. Yeah, it came out in 1983. So we're gonna go on now on the acting portion. I thought one of the things that I love about 90s movies, and even like with Mad Max, they make you feel as though they are in that world. Like, there's never a point where I'm like, okay, this is an actor playing a role. This is somebody that really is going through it. Like, from the standpoint that, what was the main character's name? Sam Neill played the main character of Alan Grant. I mean, they were, what was it, paleontologists? I think that's it. They discover artifacts and different things from dinosaurs. Like, they are dinosaur experts, even before they even went to the park. And him and his wife or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, Laura Dern, she played Ellie Statler. They were just so geeky and so, you know, quick-witted, but at the same time you could tell they had like a romantic thing kind of going on. And they were sincere people. But when they got even shown the idea and the perspective that everything they've been looking forward to seeing all their life is now brought to life, like, you could tell in their eyes, you could tell on their excitement, and even just how they played their characters, there was a real natural respect for everything that was going on. But nothing was real. This isn't real. Like, none of these dinosaurs are real. It's animatronics. But how they interact with everything that's going on, they make you believe through their eyes that they are in danger, or they are having like an intimate moment with this dinosaur, or that they have to go and do the unknown, even if it means their own life. And everybody in this movie plays that. I mean, from Samuel Jackson to Jeff Goldblum, and I actually really like his character. Like, I really liked his character. The person that played John Hammond, he's passed away now, but even him, like, they make you believe what's going on. And I remember like looking at like Hook and like Superman and all those older like 80s, 70s, and 90s movies. There was never a doubt in my mind that they didn't like commit to what was going on as far as their roles, as far as bringing you in. And I think that's what's been lost in a lot of different movies that are out now. I look at the movies now and they're actor driven. They're like, okay, this actor's in it, so that's why because they're connected to this role, and then they're typecast, so they do it, you know. And then they got sub characters that maybe stand out, maybe not. In Mad Max, there was never a person in there that didn't stand out because they were immersed into that world. They lived it, they breathed it, and we felt it. And that's where the immersion that needs to happen from all those older movies. And even like the old like Terminator. If you look at the first Terminator, that first Terminator scared the crap out of people because the people that were in it made you feel like they were really going through it, you know. And I mean, I don't know if that is because there's more CG stuff now or what, but these actors, all in their eyes, and if you look at it, they are in it. And that's what I can appreciate. I couldn't tell the detail of it because like back then, like, it wasn't that good quality, and I was thinking I think it was a copy. I don't think I had like the authentic version. But looking at this and being able to see the visuals for it, I can tell how committed they were to these roles, and they all should deserve some kind of role for it. It was really well done for me. But what about you as far as the acting is concerned?
I mean, you talked about most of it, but I mean, I completely agree with you, man. Like, they definitely made you feel like they were in this setting, and even certain parts they had close-ups on their faces, and like you could just tell through their eyes, like they were legit scared.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like, it's not that like there are child actors that can't act. Like Dakota Fanning, she can act. You know what I'm saying? Like she sold it. Like Abigail Benson, I think her name, the girl from Signs. She grew up to be a really great prospect. I mean, even Jennifer Lawrence is really great at that. But these little kids, they have me sold. Even, you know what I mean? I mean, they were making stupid, rash decisions, but a kid would do that. You know, like I mean, yeah, they'd be scared, frightened, but they would make stupid, rash decisions. But by the end of it, they were hip. Like by the end of it, they worked together and they pulled off some stuff. And those characters are forever going to be memorable. And it's not just because they were in Jurassic Park, it was because how committed they were. And just for them being kids, there's a difference in how like characters and actors are being treated now versus then. And that's just my personal opinion. So I really appreciate it. So acting 10 out of 10, which is weird. I never thought to myself that, man, these are great actors, but yeah, they all were selling their roles. Even like the fat guy, that I was like, man, what is, like, why? You know, he ended up like looking at now as an adult, I'm like, man, this dude was a jerk. And he was money driven, and he was the person that really got a lot of people killed. And it was all out of the wrong reasons, you know? And there was a lot of different stuff that fell through the cracks because John Williams, like ideals, or not John Williams, but John Hammond's ideals clouded his judgment from understanding stuff. And I guess that's a segue into the acting. I mean, not the acting, but the story. The story, it all perpetuates the idea that creation is something that can be evolved. And from John's perspective, all he really wanted was to take something that was unbelievable and make it possible. But by doing that, he disrespected the laws of nature and he tried to play God. And from there, I mean, you're just put on that line that he crossed. And once he crossed it, he brought the right people to be there, you know. But he put them in complete harm's way. And I didn't see it as deep a story as it was when I'm looking at it right now, because as a young one, all I could tell, I was scared most of the time. But it was a really good story, and I didn't expect to appreciate it more when I got older. But what about you? What are your thoughts on the story?
I always appreciated the Jurassic Park story, and how I think it was clever how they came up with the process in which they recreated these clones of these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like that was very clever. Like even before like I'm doing this review and even after like seeing it, was like, wow, that's really good idea.
Yeah.
Or theory behind how to clone a dinosaur. Like that was it's almost like what's the word? Like
it seems plausible.
It seems very plausible. Very plausible.
If they haven't already done it.
Right.
So, as far as the story is concerned, I mean, I really appreciated it. And I feel like John Hammond learned a lesson, but at the same time, there are just some things, once you have a dream about something, you just can't let it go until it's fulfilled. And I guess one of the things that's so crazy watching the first one and knowing that this new one is coming out is that somebody has successfully done what he was trying to do. So even though he set out on motion, kind of like Moses, like going and getting people to the promised land, he didn't necessarily live to see that happen, but he went that ideal. And so his legacy was birthed through this new movie that's going to be Jurassic World. But at what count? At what account did that happen? And it's like all the different things that he was talking about trying to set up and having kids immersed in, that's what this movie is going to be about. We're going to see what he wanted to happen, of people to be able to touch, to be able to see, and to be able to witness what life was like in the prehistoric era without being necessarily harmed. And if anything this movie represents is that you cannot control nature. Like, it was supposed to be impossible that these things were supposed to be able to procreate, because they designed all of them as females. But yet, they found a way, because they spliced it in with something, I think it was with the frog DNA, that finds a way when they reproduce that it actually does come out with the male, art sometimes. So, nature did find a way, and I think it's going to happen all over again with Jurassic World, but it's just, it means so much more looking at the first one. So I recommend anybody that's about to look at Jurassic World this Thursday or Friday, go back and look at the first one, and just look at the trailers, because the trailers really paint a story that these are all the things that John wanted to do, and it's happening, but what is the end result? And it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. You can't play God. Period. So I'm excited for the new one, and this made me more excited for the new one. We're gonna try to look at the second one tomorrow. Any closing thoughts, Joe? So I'm gonna try to get Joe some Access Plus. Y'all keep him in prayer that he's up and ready to go to work tomorrow, whatever. Same for me, you know what I'm saying? We're tired, worn out. Shout out again to Franklin Boone and Meredith Easton Boone. Congratulations, married couple. We went to the wedding over the weekend, had a great time, and yeah, dude, I just wanted to shout them out. But
much love.
Yeah, man. But we're out, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed our review for Jurassic Park 3D Blu-ray, and definitely leave your comments below. But if you did like this, please leave a like. Thanks everybody for subscribing. We're at, I think, 15 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank God for y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening, blessed night, blessed day. Look for us tomorrow to be back with another review. Deuces, everybody. Do 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 do.